Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, Ferran Torres, is another talented Spanish wide player, although he's done well when he's played centrally when required. I mean, very capable in possession, we all know that, but he has this real drive about him, something that makes him very good in those one-on-one situations in wider positions.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. In towards the back stick. That is a brilliant interception. And the finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Zielinski. Van Dijk. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Son Heung-min. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Opts for safety. Nicely shaped ball. Tries to play it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, great leap! And he's straight offside. Ferran Torres, and it's Camavinga, and it's Messi. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Valera. That's going wide left. Oh, that's neat. And here's Andre Silva. Good ball, good take. And that's played in low. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Looking for options for movement. Oh, nice touch. Crossed it. And a header! Same attempt, same outcome. It threatens little.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and
Caicedo. Distributed tidily. Now it's Ferran Torres. That's a good ball out wide. Messi. Gonzalo Villar. That is good alertness. Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That has been knocked clear. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. There's a sharp little ball here. Over to the right flank. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss. And once more he proves rigid and robust. It's a really well-measured ball. Son Heung-min. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Ferran Torres. He has found the way through. The referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. We're on the move again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Valera. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Akanji. Zielinski, pass somewhat off target. Spread to the right. He's looking wide. Little pass back. Nice looking ball. And that has been cleared. Now it's Ferran Torres. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's in plenty of space here. And it's hoisted clear. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Caicedo. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Messi. And he's managed to get free.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Now it's Ferran Torres. Knocks it into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's had it nicked away. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Gonzalo Villar. Zielinski. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gonzalo Villar. Andre Silva. What's going wide left? Caicedo. And it's Messi. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Valera.
Oh, really well played.
Nice control. Valera has the space to scheme. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Camavinga. And Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Ferran Torres. Caicedo. And it's Messi. And it's Zielinski. Akanji. That has been slung wide. Now it's Zielinski. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And he's gone direct here. Robertson makes the interception. And here's Ferran Torres. Now it's Camavinga. Look at the space. Zielinski! Big relief. It just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20.
The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10.
They're quick to press here, right on top of them. Valera. Now it's Andre Silva. Played in. Oh, good climb! That wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Van Dijk. Extraordinarily, it is still goalless here. This was supposed to be a one-sided game. Now it's Ferran Torres. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Zielinski. Played into space. Oh, the clearance is short. We're back in possession and ready to go again. Diangana defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. And time is up. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So, overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So, many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Los próximos partidos que se disputarán en este estadio.
Madrid going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
La alineación de hoy será...
So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive. And there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
Things already rolling. Two tribes going toe-to-toe.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, demands something highly charged. Yeah, we all know who's better on paper or in the rankings, but pride and passion can be a great leveller, especially here.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Now it's Ferran Torres. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, it's quite simple, Peter. It's hard to overlook the highly productive Ademola Lookman here, because he's someone who's more than capable of scoring prolifically, and is sure to make teams think twice about playing that high defensive line because of his pace and, of course, his clinical finishing too.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Muscular approach does pay off here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And the pass is intercepted. Pubil. Ferran Torres. No, he's not getting past him there.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
That's a good ball out wide. Llorente. Pubil. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. And Caicedo. He's looking wide. Jimenez. Hansko. Ball played for Lookman. Now it's Sorloth. And it's Messi. He is through here. Pressure coming in from all directions. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's gone backward. And he shoots! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Hops for safety. Zielinski. Camavinga. Pubil calmly anticipates. Koke. Looking for options for movement. Good ball, good take. Deftly away. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Llorente. Griezmann is wide and looking to get onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's been taken short. And now they can and spring out of defence. Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Llorente. Akanji. Ferran Torres might just make this. Zielinski. Baina does well not to be outdone there. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Van Dijk. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. There's the shot! Ruggeri. Ball played for Lookman. Now it's Sorloth. He's not got well. Zielinski. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That looks a decent ball. He's through here, and he's in on goal. Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cross from Zielinski. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Now it's Ferran Torres. Lookman. Baina is only bettered by one man in terms of assists this season. Great vision. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Alex Baina actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Played out towards the right wing, and it's Messi. Koke. Lookman. And here's Sorloth. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ambitious ball here. He's in plenty of space here. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, he's ended up in no man's land.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's an imaginative pass. There will be a throw-in.
Cambio de jugadores.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Son Heung-min is in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. Pubil. And it's Baina. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Sorloth. And here's Baina. Llorente. That's the keeper's ball. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Pass somewhat off target. Koke. Ball played for Lookman. And it's Koke. This looks promising. Messi. It's a good run down the right. Kamavinga. Zielinski. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Son Heung-min. Zielinski currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Simeone. He's in a great position here. And the shot's on here. Just eases him off the ball. Kamavinga. Now it's Ferran Torres. Stood up well to him there. Lookman. Lookman. Oh, this is a very good run. Simeone! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Kamavinga is there, and he can get that clear. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Now it's Simeone. Nicely weighted. And the finish! Off the post!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Madrid couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
This is a promising build-up. Distributed tidily. Koke. And this is Koke. Zielinski can clear it away. Can he get on the end of this? Van Dijk clears. It's a good look. Oh, great leap! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Simeone is offering a wry smile there.
Baina with the short one. Can he finish? Deftly away. And it's Baina. Crosses it into the area. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Alexander-Arnold clears it away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Gonzalez. That has found him in acres of space. And we're done. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.
Y esperemos ganar en el próximo partido.
Madrid going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
We are just getting started. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, demands something highly charged. Yeah, we all know who's better on paper or in the rankings, but pride and passion can be a great leveler, especially here.
Messi has it in a wide position, played out wide, well timed, excellent interception.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And it's Zielinski. Searching pass he's played there. And this is Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Martin. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Ferran Torres, is another...
There's the header!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Alexander-Arnold. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Quarter of an hour played. Played through for the wide man. So we're still where we started right now. Robertson. Son Heung-min. For Ferran Torres. And the through ball. That's been cut out, well played. Getafe are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front. I'm sure there's a trigger to this, whether it's someone opening up the passing lanes or making a move into...
Ferran Torres!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Crosses it in.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Son Heung-min. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, can he get onto this? That has been knocked clear. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played through into space. And he's picked it up out wide. Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Zielinski, and the counter is on. Son Heung-min gets into a good position. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Mario Martin. Oh, good spread. Tries one from range. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Robertson. Caicedo. It's a good foot in there. Satriano. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. That's positional gold. The utilisation of...
Oh, good climb! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Satriano is offering a wry smile there.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Camavinga. And it's Son Heung-min. Let's a look and place it forward. Well, that looks a decent ball. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Getafe
6
choosing to make the
será
first change.
sustituido por el dorsal 7.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. And they've switched it over to the other side. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Satriano is having a shot! And he's found the net! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
El dorsal 10.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Satriano is onto it in a flash. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Zielinski. And here's Camavinga.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
El dorsal 5 será reemplazado por el dorsal 14.
Elects to cross. And he's taking no chances there. Looking chance! That is delicious! A finish right from the top draw. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Marcó en el minuto 70.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Looking for options for movement. Played into the box. Getting up there! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Camavinga clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Satriano. Some really good ball movement. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. And he's heaved it away. Threads one in. Now it's Messi. That pass just didn't quite work. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Juanmi. Tries a deft little ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And it's Camavinga. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Juanmi. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Very nicely done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And it's Messi. Knocks it into space. And he's definitely onside. Messi picks it up out wide. And that's it. Well, the players and the coaches have plenty to think about here. A disappointing outing, and they collect nothing for it. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Chance for a shot! He's been caught on it, and the keeper couldn't hold it. He's delivered all right. The ideal start.
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Gol. Marcó en el minuto 3.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Vallecas make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Opts for safety. Zielinski bops him off it and wins back the ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Plays it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a goal kick. And the pass is intercepted. He's got away. There's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Delivered low. And that is well cleared. Camavinga. Akanji. Camavinga. Robertson. And he's gone searching crossfield. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for options for movement. Delivers the ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Zielinski! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Madrid really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That's destined for the flank. And it's Messi. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Turns back here, probably the best option. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. But they've got it again. Oh, good spread. Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's forced to go back. Looking to play him in. That has been cut short. Zielinski, Robertson, Son Heung-min, and it's Caicedo. Over to the right flank. Messi picks it up out wide. And Messi! Oh, a very decent attempt. Martin looking understandably energised after his goal. Spread to the right. Zielinski wins the duel this time. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Ferran Torres. And it's Messi. Oh, nice touch. Played out towards the right wing. Out of play for a goal kick. Martin.
Madrid truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Nice sequence of passes, this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. It's a pretty loose pass. Lejeune. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. That's really well cleared. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Madrid coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Good effort from distance. Lejeune. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Son Heung-min. Swung over. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. That has not gone well. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Here comes the cross. And that has been cleared. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And it's Camavinga. Madrid still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Spread to the right. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, that's nice. And he whips it in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that was very necessary. Almost an hour gone. Well, that looks a decent ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Madrid have not got very long if they hope to rescue this. They're being urged forward by great home support, but they need something to go their way pretty soon, Peter.
Martin. Spread it left. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. That's put paid to the danger. No way through there. Played out to the left flank.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Zielinski gets a foot in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
kick. Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
And he can clear it away. Van Dijk. They've switched it over to the other side. Always onto this.
Vallecas clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Strong running down that left flank. He has found the way through. And that's played in. Oh, shooting chance! That's another chance. And it's in. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Son Heung-min. Robertson. Camavinga. Camavinga! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Threads one in. He's being... And the shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Vallecas find a position of real strength now. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time, and he's picked it up out wide. Nice control, and he's managed to get free. Cross in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And we're done. So it's a quick trip back to the drawing board, and looking at the manager's face, his plan clearly failed to materialise as he intended. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Bilbao have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So that's got things underway. Clink with finesse. That has been knocked clear. Defending of the desperate variety. The ball's gone astray. Yuri, great vision. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Camavinga clears without hesitation. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. The referee has given a corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Bilbao are looking to go forward now. That pass isn't the best. Over to the right flank. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he get it through? He's found a way through. Madrid can try it again now. Keeper has taken decisive action. Taken back almost at once. Sunset did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And it's Kane. Foden tries from distance. And he has kicked it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cleared away. Tries to play it through. And now a sudden chance to counter. Caicedo picks it up from the goal kick. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Foden is onto this.
Foden really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Good ball, good take. Camavinga. Kane. And the pass is intercepted. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, look at the space here. Delivers with whip. Now it's Kane. Messi. Now it's Foden. Now it's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. That's a good ball out wide. Well read, nice interception. Kane. He's looking wide. Mbappe gets into a good position. Oh, that's neat.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Guruceta. That's going wide left. That is lovely. This looks promising. Deftly away. Jaureguiza to Laporte. And it's Bershish. And here's Nico Williams. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
It's a promising position. Williams. Shot, surely! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Messi. Madrid ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Jaureguiza. Foden. Nicely aimed pass. Could move up a gear here. Kane. It's Kane! Denied by an instinctive save.
Kane clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Good effort. Bilbao have the chance to go the other way.
Habrá
It's a pretty
2
loose
minutos de
pass.
descuento.
Nice bit of trickery. And it's Serginho. Crosses it in.
Well played and well cleared.
Tries one from range. And that is wildly off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
Madrid certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So straight into the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Gurzeta. Jaureguisa. And it's Gorosabel. Not the most accurate pass. Messi is there to clear. Shifted upfield. And he thumps it clear. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Sunset is second in the league scoring charts. And here's Nico Williams. It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
Messi being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he needed subduing, and it was never going to be soft and gentle, so this could get ugly against him here.
Stood up well to him there. Has a look and plays it forward. Foden providing an outlet on that flank. Jaureguisa. Gurzeta is herring after that one. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Just about up to the hour now. Spread to the right. Now the ball in. Oh, that was vital. That has been slung wide. And here's Mbappe. Messi. Gorosabel calmly anticipates.
This is the time you need that pace.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Sunset is alert to the possibilities, but in the end, it's fruitless. It's Kane! And that's a good finish. That is how you do it. A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 67 el dorsal 4.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It's a sweeping cross, and he's there to belt it away.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
And he's in on goal. He's having a pop. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of
serán
changes.
sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal 7.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Urzeta. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Yuri. Defending was strong and firm.
Bilbao really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh no, this does not look good. Now tries a shot! Well taken goal. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Lofted upfield. Oh, can he get onto this? Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. In early. And he gets rid in a hurry. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And smartly reclaimed. Mbappe. And Caicedo. Foden. Pass somewhat off target.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Spectacular save.
3 minutos de descuento.
Messi's cross. Played it again. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cleared away. And he's taking no chances there. Played out towards the right wing. And we're done. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Kane, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
You